Hello everybody, my name is Terry Wallace and I am known on the internet as your Diet Diva, and I'm also part of the Heyman Agency. Now today I just wanted to touch base with you and just talk a little bit about what's been going on in the marketplace. And one thing I wanted to address was a big consumer demand, and the question has been asked, what's pushing the sale of non-dairy protein alternatives? Well, firstly, celiac disease is on the rise. If not, it's an epidemic now. Gluten-free consumer demand. You're seeing more and more consumers looking for non-dairy alternatives. No wheat, no fillers, non-soy alternatives. So, one thing for sure is I just wanted to bring it back to a little bit of a history. Most people that associate healthier living, they may think just by associating a purchase of buying a supplement or a protein powder is they're now coined in a healthy living lifestyle, and it's great. But let's start back with some history here. About 40 years ago, the only concentrated form of protein was in fact egg protein. As time went on, and in the 1990s, which is when I started in the industry, selling a lot of supplements, educating myself in sport nutrition, I also started on competing. I started on bodybuilding, got into fitness. I started working out more, and I started putting my body into high doses of protein, realizing how damaging it truly was. But anyway, that being said, as time went on, advancing science and technology, the internet, research development had introduced a whole new line of different proteins, from concentrated to isolates. They have become the latest craze because of the consumer demand and the association of diet with high protein content. And obviously people want a versatility of the use. So more and more proteins come to the marketplace. More protein isolates derived from the milk, derived from soy. They put them on the shelf. Consumers demand, consumers purchase. In fact, this growing awareness is pushing protein supplements into an industry all on its own. Sport nutrition category is phenomenal growth. Europe is still the biggest market for protein products, and I don't know when that date would indicate so, but I think it's still bigger in Europe. The United States is known to be the fastest growing market for protein products. And also, according to the Global Industry Analysts, the annual growth rate of protein is predicted to be 7.6% in the United States. Wow. So what is pushing the protein? I'm going to particularly discuss the non-dairy alternatives because that is where my heart is at now, and that's where I see more consumer demand due to today's consumer and all the health challenges out there. There's celiacs, there's cancer, there's lactose intolerance, there's wheat allergies. This has become an epidemic all on its own. The market is surely rising for non-dairy protein and non-soy protein. The market is very, very rich in protein consumption. Typically milk-derived and soy proteins made up about 90% of the market. That has changed. In fact, soy also may have a bad name too out there. The second most allergenic substance next to peanuts, next to dairy. And not only that, it also interrupts our hormonal cascade, and it causes nothing but problems both for women and men. So non-dairy, non-soy protein alternatives with high protein content are now on demand. In fact, there's so many more alternatives right now for protein in the plant-based market. For example, we know that, or you may have seen, pea protein, brown rice protein, buckwheat protein. We can go even to a cranberry seed protein or a pumpkin seed protein. But what's true to my heart is hemp seed protein. It provides the richest composition of branched-chain amino acids, all the essential fatty acids, all the fiber I need. I can digest it. It can replace meals for me. It can replace whey protein. It can it can replace animal-based protein. So why is it that the protein is on demand, and why is it that protein needs are ultimately changing? Well, because of all the diseases out there, all the challenges we're having with dairy-based proteins. Now, I'm not bashing dairy-based proteins. Heck, I worked for them for over 20 years. I sold enough whey proteins to last another decade. But that being said, I started noticing for my own reasons why I needed to really consider and understand how my body is digesting protein. What's the biological value? What does that mean? And how is my body responding to it? My goal is always just to inform and educate my clients, my customers, and get them the best source of information that I know of. So more and more people, as you know, may be affected by the digestion, by the protein out there, and by all the health challenges out there. In fact, more and more, I mean, we're talking 70% of the global adult population has a lactose intolerance. In 2007, in fact, this is a quote, the cost of dairy protein suddenly rose by more than double due to the high cost of what? Animal feed. Animal feed. Both of these factors have been forcing the industry to seek alternative protein, non-dairy sources. Why has whey gone up so much? Why is China taking over the market? Why are more people going from a high protein or a high animal-based consumption to a alternative, to a vegan source, to a plant-based protein? Because there's more and more demand for health solutions. To understand that all this time we've been feeding our bodies with a dairy-based protein or a soy-based protein, we've been feeding a big health problem. It's not just you, it's not just I, it's everybody. The consumers will attract themselves to marketing, to media. I mean, we're slammed in the face with all these trade magazines, bodybuilding magazines, fitness magazines, you know, all these whey-based proteins, all these yummy flavors that are just laden full of sugar. We have been inundated by marketing and beautiful messages and beautiful demos and sampling out there and gorgeous packaging. But what's in the product that matters? And that is really what this is about today. So the consumer demand is because the health problems are becoming an epidemic, and we all know it. It's now time for us to take control of our own health, understand what we're putting in our body, and understand that there's so many different alternatives. Try them out. There's so many plant-based proteins. I love hemp. It provides me what I need. You know, it's one thing for sure. If you're going to try different alternatives, be open and understand we are what we absorb. We are what we eat. We know we can be totally inundated by marketing. So just be aware. Marketing is all psychology. I love marketing, but let's be realistic. We climb onto trends. We craze trends. We follow people on trends. We see a magazine ad. We want to look like the magazine. We take what the magazine suggests, and we wonder why all of a sudden, why do we have 70% of the global population suffering from a lactose intolerance? Anyway, that being said, I just wanted to touch base with you from a marketing perspective, from a person that has been in this industry, selling a lot of different protein, taking protein like it's no tomorrow, and understand that you have to make your choice. You need to understand how healthy the protein alternative side could be. You need to start taking it and understand what's in the product. Again, I'm not slamming protein from dairy. I'm just telling you there's alternatives. People are asking, wondering why there's so many health challenges. Why is there so much media coverage on health problems? It's because we need to start waking up. We need to understand what our bodies are truly meant to digest, to absorb, and to consume. So that's it for now. My name is Terry Wallace. I am your diet diva on the internet, or you can follow me in the Hemp Out Agency. I do love my hemp. I'm not here to sell you hemp. I'm just here to give you the hemp facts and the facts generally speaking. All in all, just a little tidbit from me, your diet diva. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you real soon.